All right. How you going? Sound. Just heading up Middle Black Clough. Just having a look up there. That looks decent scramble up there. Just walking along Longdale Trail. Gonna go up Middle Black Clough. It's not what I had planned for today. I was gonna go up Kinder via Mill Hill, my old favourite route, but the weather on beyond yonder looks terrible. The forecast's not good, so you know, I don't mind it. I don't mind if it's bad weather, but I'd rather not plan a route where, you know, I'm just going to be out 3, 4, 5 hour week just smashing it down. So I got to here, weather looks pretty good, bluish skies up above, so I thought let's do it. So people who followed the channel from day one, which I appreciate in many people, but may remember that Middle Black Clough was my first ever YouTube video. When our Oliver convinced me, Dad, I think you should do a YouTube if you're gonna start going out a bit more. And I thought, you know what, why not? So from there to today, 600 and odd subscribers later, you know, probably slightly more professional than I was back then, but still playing a tit in comparison to proper boys. But we're going to show off a bit of Middle Black Clough today, get up to Waterfall. Should be a nice walk for us, so come on, let's rock on, geezers. So whilst that's not Middle Black Clough Waterfall, still pretty decent. Danger, risk of falling, risk of drowning. You know, if they don't want you climbing on it, why put that there? Like a diving board, they want you to go on. So I'm not accepting responsibility for that. If I go and throw myself off that, shouldn't have put it there. Just up above us there, wooded pass. Quite gentle with traffic today actually, and I ain't seen any other people on here yet. Actually, I lied, there's a few lads behind me, but I'm gonna hang back and let them overtake soon, I think. Not rushing me, kid. So as we come up this path, which will take us to Middle Black Clough, we can take that diversion up there. That'll take us above Middle Black Clough, up a place called near Black Clough, which is actually near Middle Black Clough because it's only just next one along, and that'll get us up to Bleaklow Head if we carried on all the way up a reasonable distance. But for today we're waterfall hunting, so we are carrying on. We're basically just going to follow this all the way up because the waterfall feeds this river. So if I remember correctly, the best ways to cross about here, which doesn't look all too particularly achievable in today's ludicrous amount of water, but I don't know, that there seems to be a reasonable way across, so let's do it. And we want to get to that bit across there, so come on, I've got my dry socks on, so we're good. It's going to be a leap of faith across this bit because I don't see any other way other than to jump. So failure is not an option, sadly, here, team. That was not the easiest of river crossings, but I didn't go in. The old Sallowas, these bad boys right here, kept me pretty much glued to rocks, which I was really glad of, and used a tree branch as well to get me across. So if I remember correctly, that's it for having to cross the river. Certainly maybe to make it a bit easier further up, but further up we go, the kind of narrower the river gets, so any begging me, any crossings we have to make should be a bit gentler. Oh. There we go. In distance, we've got a sighting of it. Probably 50 metres to go, something like that. But this terrain is wet, slippy, and difficult. Very unforgiving. Got to take your time. Luckily for me, I ain't got much option but taking my time. But I'm towing a bit. But we'll get there. D-Wadge, we'll get there. Bit of foam, mate. So as you see, I'm trying to show you some scrambling that I'm having to do. If you're not particularly confident, or you know you don't want to get your hands dirty or your feet wet, this is probably not the right time of year to come up here. I've been up here numerous times. Never ever, well probably never this time of year, but certainly amount of fallen leaves that are all slimy, everything's wet, everything's muddy, it's all slippy. Pretty difficult if I'm honest with you, but you know, I'm reasonably experienced and I'm a complete lunatic, so that's why I've tried to continue. And I think if I remember correctly, we're going to have to cross at these rocks here to get up on the other side now. Obviously I can't film that because I'm not doing the river crossings more than I kind of need to, so I might see you in a bit. Hopefully I will. So I've got to cross. It weren't all too difficult. About another 10 metre and I could show you the majestic Middle Black Clough Waterfall. Come on, it's time we correct on. So that bit of rock there that you had to walk up, you couldn't stay on this edge, it was far too slippy. I mean, this was slippy in itself, but at least it was flattish. That, we've done it. We're here, Middle Black Clough. Yes, mate. That is raging. I'm maybe only 3 metres away and the spray from it is so intense. Because it's coming down with that much force. It's absolutely, never seen it like this. Obviously never been this kind of time of year when there's been this much rainfall. That is intense. So I managed to get down that exceptionally slippy bit. It's not helped by this overhang. It's constantly dripping, and this entire side, like what you know, like the kind of side you would have to go up to get there, is so wet and slippy. It's just all moss. It was difficult, but very enjoyable. So, from Middle Black Clough, I hope you've enjoyed the scramble that we've just been on. I hope it gives you some ideas for a nice future walk. It's a lovely area this. Don't bring any litter. I know none of you would do, but I'd just like to reiterate it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Ladies, I'm in a bit of a pickle here. Let's give these boots and these socks a real test. There we go, we're straight across. Didn't have a choice. Had to just wang me sen in. It certainly was safer, but I've had to get wet. But initial feeling is that the Gore-Tex boots and them Salloas and the 360 dry socks have done the job. Feels a bit cold, but it certainly don't feel wet. What a combo.